जय 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 Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to this class. If you can open up the first page, we'll have the Mangla Charan. Om Agyana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahiyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girin yat kripatamam vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Paramanandam Bhagya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, today we are going to cover the last two offenses of the 10 offenses. I have posted that in case you are not carrying the sheet with you, then you can, I posted in the group all the 10 offenses. You can open it. So today we are going to cover the last two. But before that, we'll recite all the 10 offenses. First, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy names of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the names of Lord Vishnu. Third, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master and consume an ordinary person. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. Sixth, to give some mundane interpretations to the holy names of the Lord. Seventh, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy names of the Lord. Eighth, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. To instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy names of the Lord. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, which is. Thank you. So today we are going to cover the 9th and the 10th offense. So again, just so that you know that all these offenses are coming from Padma Purana. These are mentioned in Padma Purana. So that is where these have been collated together to form these 10 offenses. So the ninth offense, the what it is said in Padma Purana is Ashraddha dhane vimukhe api ashranvati yascha upadesha shiva nam aparadha, to instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name of the Lord. So that is the ninth offense, that we should not, if we are instructing a faithless person about the glories of the holy names of the Lord, that is an offense. Right? Anyone has any questions, question marks arising in your mind now with this ninth offense? Anyone has any question marks coming? Yes.
They know, they might not be knowing the knowledge, only once they know.
Correct. So that is a question mark which is coming in the mind. That if you don't instruct a faithless person, how do you make them a devotee? Right? So again, there's a apostrophe there, TNC apply. Terms and conditions apply. And there are two terms and conditions. Number one is you should not instruct a person who is not interested. Number one, don't instruct a person who is not interested. And second one is, do not instruct them individually. Such person should not be instructed individually on a one-to-one basis. So these are the two conditions which have to be followed if we don't want to commit this offense. Someone who is not interested, instructing such people individually is an offense. Someone who said, I'm not interested, don't do that. And why is it that we should not be doing that? What do you think will happen if we instruct someone who's saying, I'm not interested? If we still instruct them, what happens? Yes, that is fine. What else happens?
Even further away.
They might go even further away. They might commit offenses to the holy name. If you are instructing someone who is not interested, he may start talking ill about the holy name, because of which he will commit even more offenses. Right? So that is something which you have to keep in mind. That is why we should not be instructing them. So if we instruct such a people, one is we are committing offense, and more important is that they may commit offenses against the holy name. Example is, if you instruct someone about Krishna and he's not interested, he might start blaspheming Krishna, which is a bigger offense. So don't push people to do something like that. That is why we should not be instructing a faithless person who is not interested individually. However, the exception to that rule is when we do a Pandal program, a large program, Janmashtami program, large gathering, that time we can preach. It is a group program. In a group program, people are free to come. Let them come, even if they are not interested, even if they are faithless, let them come. Let them hear. And then decide whether they want to continue or not. Right? That is why we should not stop the preaching movement. But don't do it with someone who is not interested individually, one to one. Someone says, I'm not interested, leave it then. In a large program, when you do that, when they are interested, they will automatically come. They will automatically come, or they will go away. Then there is no offense. Right? So that is the exception to this rule. Large programs, go ahead and do it. Nagar Sankirtan we are doing, go ahead and do it. Ask them to chant Hare Krishna, do it. They may say no, they may say yes. If they say no, just move on. Don't force them. That's the intention behind this. Now, if we happen to commit this offense, this happens when you are new into Krishna consciousness. First time when we did our Pandal program here in Janmashtami program, I spent 1 hour with someone who was not interested. trying to convince him somehow or the other that this is the right method. Then Vikram said, leave it. He will not, and you are wasting time. 50 other people have passed by in that time. You could have talked to those people instead of spending 1 hour with this one gentleman, right? I committed that offense because it is like this. You are benefiting from something, then you want others to follow it, right? And if he's not following, you will put your heart and soul to make them follow. But that is wrong. That is what parents also do with their children, right? That is wrong. So, if we have committed that offense, then the only way to rectify is that you have to chant the holy name to beg for forgiveness. You have committed the offense against the holy name. Now you have to chant the holy name, apologizing for the mistake that you have made. So that is the only way. So again, this is all of you, even though I keep on telling you that you should go instruct someone, be very careful. If someone is not interested, don't preach them individually. Arrange a group program. Call people that I'm arranging this, I'm having this program, please come. Whoever comes, instruct them. But don't go individually after someone who said, I'm not interested. Leave them. Now, and remember, this is a very different philosophy from some other religions, right? This is what we have to follow. This is our Sanatan Dharma. We are not going after people to convert them. People are interested. We are just advertising. We have this very nice suite with us. If you want to have it, come. If you don't want to have it, your choice. Right? That's the ninth offense that we have to keep in mind. Now we come to the 10th offense. So in Pad Puran it is mentioned Shrute api naam mahatmaye yah priti rahito narah aham mamadi parmo namni so api aparadh krit. What it means is to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. What are two things we should we have even if when we commit an offense, we don't have complete faith in the holy name and we maintain material attachments. And the last is it is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. So now please go to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, shloka number 13 to 15. Hare Krishna. Please give one Bhagavad Gita to Prabhu also. So now we are trying to understand this thing about material attachment. So who is a materialistic person? So Krishna defines that in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, shloka number 13 to 15. Page number 801. Page number 801. Okay. Sai Rakesh Prabhu, would you want to read the translation?
Hare Krishna. The demonic person thinks, so with so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my scheme. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future, more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him, and my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am the perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifice. I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are diluted by ignorance.
Yes. So what are the qualities of a materialistic person, which Krishna refers as demoniac person here? So much wealth do I have today. I have so much of wealth. And then he'll make plans. I will gain more according to my schemes. I will do this. I will do this. I will get more wealth. So materialist person is interested about wealth. Next one. So much is mine now and it will increase in the future more and more. I have house, car and all those things. More I'll get in future. So those are the qualities of a materialistic person. He is my enemy and I have killed him and my other enemies will also be killed. So he is differentiating between people He's my friend, he's my enemy. I'm killing my enemies. Quality of a materialistic person. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. This is exact opposite to what Krishna says about in 5.29, that I am the Lord of everything, I am the enjoyer. Here he is also using the same word, but same thing, but for himself. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. I have so much confidence on my relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I am powerful and I am happy. That is, happiness is delusional. I shall perform sacrifices, I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. So they will perform these yagyas also. They will do puja, yagya, all those things to show off that they are also religious people. So that is the qualities of a demoniac person or a materialistic person. So we have to look inside and check if we are following any of those. Then we are falling in the category of a materialistic person, right? That is someone who is attached to the material things. The second quality of a materialistic person is that he identifies with his body and all that is attached to this body. I have such nice body. I have such nice relatives. I will take care of this body. I will take care of my family. I will take care of everyone who is attached to this body. So that is the second qualification of a person who is very, very materialistic. The third qualification is about that person is full of pride, proud about his knowledge, proud about his power, proud about his wealth, proud about anything that he owns. He is very, very proud of that. That is the third qualification of a materialistic person. And the last qualification is he thinks that I am the doer. Everything is being done by me. This world is working because of me. So these are the four qualifications of a materialistic person. Needless to say that all of us fall in that category. All of us fall in that category. So we are knowingly, unknowingly, we are committing this offense. This is about getting attached to the material things. About faith, I had shared this story in sometimes back also in the class about two messengers from Vibhishan who had to cross the sea to take a message. And they asked Vibhishan how to cross the sea. So Vibhishan gave something in a piece of paper and they were holding it and taking it. And then on the way, in the middle of the ocean, an ocean gave way. And in the middle of the ocean, they suspected what is written in this, and it was only written Ram. They said, how can Ram be so powerful? The name of Lord Ram. And the moment they thought that, the sea closed and they died. So that is the power of faith. We should always be very, very, have full faith in the holy name. We should never ever think that this holy name is just imagination or anything like that. We should have full faith in the holy name. Now, the question is, are you able to chant with attention? Hmm? There are a lot of
No.
yes, thank you. Yes. So there are a lot of different ways in which we do chanting, sleeping and chanting, WhatsApp and chanting, mobile chanting. Mobile is on. I saw someone doing that today itself. Then talking and chanting, uh, buying sabji, vegetables and chanting. I've seen the other day we had gone to the market. There's one devotee whom we know. Mataji came on then this uh, cart, a vegetable cart. She's negotiating the price and she's chanting also. So all those things are inattentive chanting. And this I was doing, sir. Once I was driving His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj to a program. In order to show off while I'm driving, I'm having the clicker in my hand and I'm chanting. The Maharaj, I'm so good. I'm chanting even now. Then after some time he said, Either you drive or you chanting. You can't do both. So very sweetly he said, either you drive or you chant. So now the problem is that we are so hard pressed for time that we are doing multiple things at the same time. Do it with other things, not with chanting. There are two types of inattention that we have. The first one is that when we are distracted, when we are thinking about something else while we are chanting, we are becoming indifferent to the name. We are becoming indifferent to the holy name. It is like inviting Krishna and then ignoring. Please come to my house. Now Krishna has come and now we get busy with something else. Right? So that is the first thing. We become indifferent because when we are distracted, when we are thinking of something else, we are becoming indifferent. And the second type of inattention is called lazy chanting. Jadaya chanting. We are feeling sleepy while chanting, and that's why I said please come for Mangala Aarti, because when 5:30 to 7:30 is chanting, you can understand all kind of offenses being performed, especially the sleeping offense. But the advantage is when you are chanting together, there are people who will keep on get up, get up. So you can't sleep for long. Right. So there's this story I had shared with you, joke I had shared with you, that all of us get so used that to sleep while chanting, and someone will do this and we Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We'll start doing all that. So there was a student who was doing like this. He was trained like this, and in the college, in the lecture, he slept. And then someone did like this, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. In the college also he started doing that. So that is the kind of inattention that we have. Either we become indifferent, or we are lazy for that. Now, how to rectify this offense? There are multiple ways which are there, which I'll share with you. The first thing which I wanted to share was this. So there's this book, I think you should buy it, and I don't know if there's a soft copy available. It's called Naam Amrita, the nectar of the holy name. We should read, and it has small compilations of the glories of the holy name. In the temple, just before we do the chanting, the last item is to read something from this, from this which talks about the glories of the holy name. For example, if I read this, of all sacrifices, chanting of the holy name is the simplest and purest. Lord Krishna to Arjuna, O of sacrifices and the chanting of the holy name. Of all the sacrifices, the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare is the purest representation of Krishna. Sometimes animal sacrifices are recommended, but in the sacrifice of Hare Krishna, there is no question of violence. It is the simplest and the purest. Bhagavad Gita as it is 10.25. So there are these small messages given in this from Prabhupada's books. We should read this, and when we read this every day, it will not take maybe 1 minute. Our faith in the holy name will keep on increasing when we hear this. So this is compilation of that. You can check online if ebook is available. Otherwise, you can buy it from the temple. Naam Amrita. This is Sri Naam Amrita. The second thing is, if possible, chant along with Vaishnavas. Now, if you are doing it at home, that may not be possible. In our Bhakti Center, every morning, what time does it start, the chanting? 4:30. Zoom. 4:30 to 6, group chanting happens. You can join from 4:30 to 6 and chant together in the group. Right. So that is possible. Otherwise, if there is some other devotees around you, you can decide to sit together and chant. Try to chant along with other Vaishnavas. That's one. Third thing is, which is very easy, get Tulsi Maharani in front of you and sit and chant in front of Tulsi Maharani. Tulsi Maharani is also devotee. So when you're chanting in front of Tulsi Maharani, you will get the Sukriti to be able to chant attentively. one thing which was surprising to me for when I was preparing for this class, to follow Ekadashi properly. If you follow Ekadashi properly, it will help you in chanting. So amongst many other benefits which we go and get from Ekadashi, if you follow Ekadashi, one of the benefits is it will help you do better chanting. And the last one is, which is true not just for this, but for all the offenses. Pray for Krishna's mercy. Tell him that, look, I am fallen. I am not able to do the chanting properly. I am committing all kinds of mistakes, but I am making effort. I am making effort. Be honest with Krishna. Talk to Krishna. Tell him that I have, I have this problem. I am not able to solve it myself. Please help me solve it. Pray for his mercy, because when that mercy will come, things will start improving. But that does not mean you will stop making your effort. Continue to make your effort. Whatever you can think of, whatever you can do, do that. At the same time, pray for Krishna's mercy. So that's the way we can repent for all these sins, because Krishna's mercy comes, automatically all the sins will start going away. So what we have covered in the class so far is the 10 offenses. We should be reading these 10 offenses every day to remind ourselves not to commit these offenses. Have conversation with Krishna. Tell him, take his help, follow Ekadashi, keep Tulsi Maharani, beg for forgiveness from Guru, Vaishnavas, and the holy name. And that way we can avoid committing offenses, because holy name is the only way for us to get out of this material world. Holy name is the only way. Chanting is the only way to get out of this material world. And we have to make our best effort to take the holy name properly. Right. So that's what I wanted to cover in this class today. Now, my request is that you should be chanting these 10 offenses every day to remind yourself of it. And obviously, try and avoid offenses as much as possible. From next week, we are going to start the class on Ishopanishad. So we have covered the Shikshashtakam. We have covered the 10 offenses. Now we are going to start Ishopanishad. So Ishopanishad, this small book is available in the temple. Whenever you go to the temple in this week, just pick up the book in the temple, which is there, because I would suggest that you should have a personal copy of that book with you and take notes in the book, so that whenever you are reading that Ishopanishad, it's very powerful book, and so that whenever you're reading it, you can see your notes which you have written there, and then it reminds you of what actions you will have to take. So that's what we are going to do from next week onwards, Ishopanishad, which is what we are going to continue. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So now we will, any questions, any doubts, anyone? Okay, fair enough. Now, here is what we will do.